All right, are we back? Welcome. Welcome.
Oh, yeah! He's the sovereign lord of the nation. He's the hippest cat in creation. He's the alpha, the omega, A to Z.
All right.
Hello, bees!
Welcome back. So, I want to show you what's going to happen. Let me show you what's going to happen here.
The bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
So, Orbx gave me access to another pack, and I've been waiting to show it. And the reason I've been waiting to show it is because when you go to purchase it, which it is available now, when you go to purchase it, it doesn't give you a lot of information. I want to show you what it says. So they do have a Great Britain Central and a Great Britain North pack, and you can bundle those. They've got South, Central, North, and EGLC V2 for almost $50, but you can get all the three and that's with a discount, so maybe 35 or so, maybe $40. It's hard to tell. But when I looked at this, here's what the description said. Devon 12A, morning, how are you? So the description on this says, following the successful North and Central packs, Great Britain South contains over 700 highly detailed landmarks, stretching from Nottinghamshire and the legendary Sherwood Forest down to the southern coasts of Cornwall and the cliffs of Dover. This region is tailor-made for pilots who love to fly low and explore, offering an incredibly immersive experience of southern Britain's most treasured and iconic landmarks. Download our KMZ file. Oh, this is new. This is new. Oh, I'm glad they did this. So that's all they had. And I messaged them and I said, I can't figure out what's in this pack. Because if I download this bundle and I install it, I can't tell what I'm seeing is part of this pack or if it's part of stock scenery from Flight Sim, or if it's part of, I think it's World Update 3. I wasn't sure. And so they sent me a KMZ file. However, it took about a week to get it. So that's why there was a delay in me showcasing this, because they were trying to get it. But that file is based directly on your feedback. I hope so, which is great. So they sent me this because at first they were like, we're not sure. We're trying to find out the best way to do this. And so they sent me a KMZ file after about a week. A KMZ file, and I didn't know what it was, is a file you use in Google Earth Pro. And so I downloaded Google Earth Pro and I installed the KMZ file, and here is what it did. Let me adjust this angle. I'm not a Google Earth Pro. So here's what it did. It installed this. And I ended up screenshotting this, and I put it in Discord a week or two ago. This is why this pack is difficult to really get a feel for or review, because it's so much, and yet it's so spread out. I originally wanted to create a flight plan to show all of the things that we would fly over it, but there's no good way to fly in a straight line through this. You just kind of have to just fly and see things as they go. So I think what we're probably going to do is we're going to start around here at some of these castles and go through. I turned on points of interest. I don't know if they will actually show up as points of interest in the sim, like if they'll appear as that. We'll see. So anyway, I'm glad that they did that, because when I was looking at it, I was like, I just don't know what to do. So I'm going to have this open on one monitor so I can kind of get an idea of where we are. Let me see here. But I also need to open little nav map so I can see where I am in relation to that. So give me a second. Okay. So there's the link if you want to look at it. You can see some screenshots from it. The screenshots look awesome. Okay, and obviously different lighting. It says there's over 700 points of interest with realistic PBR textures, many churches, castles, historic landmarks. There's also a lot of chimneys, which is like smokestacks from factories. They call them chimneys in the waypoints. Dazzling custom night lighting based on real world imaging. So when we see things, I might switch to night on some of them just to check them out. Obviously, we're not going to be able to. We won't even see 10% of the things tonight, I'm sure. Optimized for performance through efficient use of 3D modeling and texturing techniques, fully compatible with our Great Britain North and Central packs. Now, I thought I had read somewhere as well that it was also compatible with World Update 3, and I don't know where I read that. So, okay. So, I'm looking at this to get an idea of the best airport that would be close to that. Looks like it would be down in this area. Let's do... What was that airport? Let's do this one. Actually, let's go a little farther south. Load in at... Oh my gosh. I don't know what that is, but it's fantastic. Look at that runway. What is this? 762 feet of grass. As much as I'd love to see that, I'm not going to. What's this one? 700 feet of grass. 2,200 feet of grass. Come on, give me something a little bit bigger. 1,600. 16. It's, oh my gosh. 24. All right, let's go to Leadberry. Is that... It's real... I just really... No, we need to be really farther north to do this. EGBS, that's the one. Perfect. 3,000. All right. EGBS. And you probably want to be on maybe like scattered clouds. Turn it during the day. We want to be able to see. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to start where we can see some of these castles. I'm just not going to know exactly where we are until I also have little nav map kind of side by side, so I can get an idea of the area. So you can see we're here, and I'm just going to compare those as we're flying as much as I can. I'm going to be looking at like a lot of different things as we do this. Oh, I thought they were going to put me on the asphalt. I guess I'll go over there to the right. They put me on the gray one. So Turdog, it's a lot. All right, let me just show you a brief synopsis of the points. You see a lot of castles. There's a stadium, more castles, a court, a park, a church, a tower, more castles, church, castles. Lots of castles. What's the best, NavGraph or Little Nav Map? I use Little Nav Map for more VFR and just plotting out things. I use NavGraph for charts for the most part. Now, if you go down here, you can see, like, look down here. If you zoom in down here, look at the waypoints. Crane raise, crane raise, crane raise, crane low, ship cargo 1 full, ship cargo 2 full, crane raise, crane raise, crane low. So they're counting these in the 700 points of interest that come with it. But, you know, if you're flying around this area, well, that's going to make that area so much better. So I did that, Salty. It is on. I don't know if these are going to trigger those. I did turn them on purpose. And I'm going to confirm that. It's, where was it? Points of interest. Landmark markers on. City markers are off. Airport markers off. Yeah. So I've got landmark markers on. That should work. One day, if I ever get to visit a proper castle, I'd love to wear a full suit of medieval armor while there. Have at it, Turdog. Bush radio is good. I thought about that too, actually. But this is going to be one of those that I'm not even sure. I need to figure out which direction we even leave from tonight. So here's where we are. And I want to see where this, where the nearest things are, and then I can start to kind of follow along. So you can see. Okay, I can see that. So I believe we are. What are those? Hold on. Okay. It is really tough to tell exactly where we are in relation to this. Shabden? Will it say city names? I don't think this will say city names. Maybe it will. Shabden. Airfield. Where is it? Search. Oh, look. We're really close to this castle. Oh, that's cool. Okay, great. There we go. So around 3 castles. Let's do it. So if you want, just follow me for now. And we'll get an idea of how this works. Okay? So I'm going to be like always looking at other screens so I can figure out where some of this stuff is. All right, you ready? Let's take off.
Let's punch it.
Punch it!
Punch it!
Punch it!
All right, Chewie, punch it.
Punch it! Punch it, we can beat him. Punch it, Chewie.
Punch it!
Punch it!
Punch it! Let's get the hell out of here.
Punch it!
Punch it, Huxley!
Punch that shit! Punch it!
Punch it! Punch it, Bishop!
Punch that shit!
Punch it, punch it, punch it!
Just punch it! Go!
Hey, punch it! Punch it! Punch the gas! Punch it! Punch it! Punch it! Let's get it! Run! Punch it! Punch it!
Okay. So it looks like the landmarks will not show up as part of this pack where they'll be marked. So we're just going to stay low. And there should be a castle close by. Croft Castle in one of these. So we'll fly until we see it. Bet this is going to be a cool flight, but I have to work at 9. Long day tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you, Unbearable. Yes, no stream tomorrow. No stream tomorrow or Tuesday. We are going to be in Montreal. So I'm I'm kind of flying blind in the sense that I know we took off from here and I'm trying to go to there, but I might not get the angle exactly right. And there's nothing that marks it. Turdog, my wife, has a training for her work up there on Tuesday. And so they are flying her up there, and then I have to pay for me. So I'm just trying to just follow the same direction, but it's honestly probably going to be better for me to go south where we know there's a lot more stuff. We might have to just go to a different area where we know there are things like that port, things like that. No, they won't, Turdog. Yeah, Nerd, the Fox would be great, but I wanted to try to show more tonight. So we're close to Ludlow. Okay. So I tell you what, as soon as we get to Ludlow, there should be Downton Castle just to the west of it as part of the pack. So I'm going to go to Ludlow. At least I'll know where we are. And then there's Brampton Bryan Castle after that. So we should see 2. We missed Croft Castle, and I think it was to the right somewhere, but we missed it. Boy, look at the lighting of that. Okay, so now I'm going to go to Downton Castle. So that's Ludlow. Well, that's probably part of We Love VFR. Downton Castle should be close. You found Richard's Castle. I saw it on the map, but Richard's Castle doesn't look like it is modeled for this pack. This is tough, but we'll get it. Okay. I got one. Here it is. So for those that don't know, Downton Castle, that should be it right there. Hold on. I'm trying to look at a lot. Yep, there it is. I think this is the same one that they did in Downton Abbey, right? It is the Abbey. Can I send a link for the Orbx POI and little nav map? Yes? Is that a thing? Hold on. That might help me. Give me a second. Let me pause. What's in Discord? You won't be able to post it in chat, Dr. No Thumb. Let me click on that, because they said on that page, be sure to remove the doc from the file name. Yeah, we did that. Okay, yeah. So, Dr. No Thumb, I'm going to send you a whisper. Just reply back. Can you reply back with it? And then I can see what you're talking about. Thank you. So this is what Dr. Notham just sent. Locations of points of interest from Great Britain South and Little Nav Map. What? This is amazing. The CSV file contains the locations of all 700 points of interest as published by Orbx. Many of the names of the POI are now included, although there are many omissions and there are probably mistakes. Some of the power plants listed may just be chimneys in terms of symbiology. Many, hopefully all lighthouses are now identified as such and should thus be rendered in Little Nav Map with lighthouse icon. It's still a work in progress. All other points of interest will be displayed as yellow stars, the default symbol for POI within Little Nav Map. Before importing the updated user points, you'll need to delete those from the previous version. I don't think I had a previous version. You can also import the KMZ directly. Well, I did. That's how I'm using this. There's the Downton Castle. I was showing that right there. And then when you zoom out, you can see the items. The problem is I don't know where my plane is in regards to it. It says this person is not affiliated with Orbx in any way. This file should be relied on as a list. What it was. So, I'm going to download it. I'm not sure how to install that into Little Nav Map. Let me see if it helps me. I can't read that. It's in German. Why? Okay, I can't read it. And I'm not gonna slow down the stream. Sorry. As much as I think that would be awesome, you can open the KMZ directly in LNM. Really? How do I do that? Go to File, Add. Okay, File. Add Google KML. Yeah. That's probably all they did, right? And that's what it looks like. That's all they did. And you can see where we are right now. So I was really close to Croft Castle, but because they're not marked, it's tough to see. It's tough to find them. But now that at least I can see what's going on, I should be able to follow this. So let's keep going. So anyway, that was Downton Castle. Look at the planes flying. All right, so the next one we're going to is Brampton Bryan Castle. And again, I chose a faster plane just so we can see more items. Normally, if you were doing this, get you a slow plane, take your time. I wonder if that's it right there. Like you can see that in the distance. Maybe. I'm kind of headed right at it and it's on the road. Brampton Bryan Castle. I would definitely, now that I have these waypoints, I would definitely create a flight. I could definitely create a flight that would show a lot of these waypoints. But for now, I think it's fine. I mean, I can just keep following the map and go to the next closest one, you know? And after this, we'll go back and we'll try to see if we can see that Croft Castle. Okay, it is. Survey says. I wonder if it's... That building looks out of place, but I didn't see an actual... Oh, well, no. I don't know if it was that. I did not see it. Hold on, I'm going to circle around. I did not see it. It's right at the intersection. Oh, there. Is that it? Are they saying that's it? I don't know if that's it either. Man, it's hard to tell. That might have been it. That might have been it. It looks a little bit more out of place compared to the other buildings. All right, so now we're going to go to Croft Castle. There were castle-like ruins behind it. Okay. Like the random trees. Croft Castle is directly ahead. After that, there's Kinnersley Castle, Clifford Castle, Smodhill Castle, Longtown Castle. It's a lot of castles, which is really, really cool if you're into castles. I'm going to change the time of day. I want to be able to see a little bit better. I'm actually going to change the weather too. Yeah. Just so we can see a little bit better. This is a really, really pretty area. If you want a reason to fly this area, and I think having the incentive of finding these waypoints, yes, you can fly around and just randomly spot them, but in my opinion, if you're not looking for them, you might not see them because they are kind of hidden. It looks like it's going to be on the other side of this mountain. So if you have, like I've got right now, this little nav map file where I can follow them, it's almost like an Easter egg hunt, which is pretty cool. Okay. Should be... right there. Right there. Look at that. That's so cool. That one is Croft Castle. I wish they showed up as points of interest. Because then you could also use your smart cam where you can hold the button and it'll rotate the camera while you're flying. But it's certainly not the end of the world. All right, let's go this way now. I really like this. I like having a lot of choices to see what there is and trying to find them, which is cool. And then I'm curious to see the differences in them. Will be easy to use little nav map to import the KMZ file, then make a flight plan. So that's what I did. That's what I did, Jado. Just see this? This is little nav map. And this is what I'm doing. So now you can see I could easily plot a flight plan through these. I don't know the best way to do it, but certainly a possibility. It would be fun. It would be fun. I would easily do that. Tonight, I'm just going to show some of these waypoints to get an idea. I might slew really, really far to show the port with the cranes and stuff because there's a lot there. But make the flight plan, then import it is what I mean. It's your specialty. Oh, well, listen. If you want to make a flight plan that involves all of these and then upload it to Discord, have at it. I think that would be cool. I would do that. I don't know how long that would take. Considering the plane that I'm using right now really is kind of too fast to see it as you want, but It would take a long, long time to do this in a slower plane. I mean, think about it. We've been flying for 15 minutes, and we've seen 3 of the waypoints, and they were close to each other. Like, you want to fly around half of England in, like, every direction. So, Salty, it can't be an achievement because you're not landing. There's nothing that says, unless you did it, and once once Jado created the flight plan, hear me out. If Jado created the flight plan and realized it was like 2,000 miles, so Wok, you wouldn't have to create a 700 leg achievement. If Jado saw that it was like 2,000 miles, you could go this airport to this airport, and the distance must be this distance. But don't land it, Wok. I'm not saying don't land it. I'm saying just fly over it. Just fly over, check it out. It's your choice. You can do the flight plan and fly over the legs, or you can just fly 2,000 miles in one direction and come back, or 1,000 in one direction and come back, and you get the achievement. Or you can have more fun and do it like this. Either way, it's the same amount of flying, and limit it to a certain type of plane, because people aren't going to use airliners for these flights. So that way you don't have to put in 700 legs. Okay, we're almost there. This is Kinnersley Castle. And it's right on this main road. So it could be very easy is what I'm saying. It could be just one airport to one airport. Got to be this many miles. Got to be, these kinds of planes, and that's it. Where is it? Where is it? Right there. Right there. Boy, see, they're so hidden. But it's cool when you see them. Now let's go to the right. We're going to go to Clifford Castle. Well, and Wok, I'm ballparking. I don't know how many miles it would be. I think it would be interesting to see what it comes up with. But certainly not 700. How cool is it out here? Okay, so Clifford Castle is the next one. That was a little one. It wasn't much of a castle. It was a nice building. Hidden in the trees, that was cool. $20-leg achievement would see 35 points of interest. The thing is that some of the points of interest are very close to each other. And yeah, you can't. That's the other thing. You can't register points of interest, but you could choose to do it direct, or you could download the flight plan that Jado created and just follow along. Okay, so we're coming up on Clifford Castle. And it is going to be really close. Where are you, Clifford Castle? I think it was right there. Oh, it looked like the ruins of it. It loaded in at the end. That might have been the ruins of it. Okay, now we got to go to Smod Hill. Smod Hill Castle. I do think it's interesting to see the differences in these castles. And, think about the time that it took to hand make all of these castles. like the chimneys for the different factories and whatnot, those are the same thing that they're putting in a lot of places. But the castles are going to be really more handmade. Okay, we've got Dr. No Thumb, Ace of Spades, John, and Aaron. We also have Icy over there. Walk is flying, although Walk's doing a different flight. I didn't have names on. Okay. Coming up on Smod Hill. It's going to be slightly to the right. That's not going to be it, is it? That looks like, actually... No, that's generic, right? Yeah, that's not it. That's it. Look at that. And they've added that lump of terrain. Just small. It's cool. Okay, now we go right. And we're going to go to Longtown Castle. After that is going to be Kent Church Court. Now, what's the difference in a court and a castle? Is it just going to be like a courtyard? Is that all that means? Like a courtyard? John's still in the caravan. Look at John flying the caravan. Makes me want to go to the UK to visit all these castles. Now, how cool would that be, Salty, to actually do like a driving tour? I wanted to do that in Ireland. But these castles being smaller and some of them like destroyed, they wouldn't be toured as much, you know? That would be really cool. Okay, so Longtown Castle is just off a road next to this river that we're getting ready to come up to. And it looks like it's more right in town. There's Longtown. It's going to be on the right side of the river. And then there's a road that forks to be on the right side of the road. Right here where I'm going. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, I think that's it. Look, right there. Nice. Right there. Cool. Now we need to go hard left to Kent Church Court. Kent Church Court. I don't know what that's going to be. So far, this is what we've done. Just to give you an idea, this is what we've done. We started, we weren't sure what we were doing, then we got the file, And then we did that. And now we're here. And then we'll go to Kent Church. It looks like it's right on the mountain. Close. Right on the edge of the mountain? Again, I'm not sure what constitutes a court. No, not there yet. Almost there. Almost. It says we're flying over it now. It must be that. Maybe? I couldn't tell any difference. I'm not sure. Okay, slightly to the right. Now we're going to Trago Castle. Like something like that doesn't jump out at you, so you would kind of miss it. How pretty out here, right? The fall trees help a lot with this. I can't believe Ace of Spades and Fireteam 6 both in the DC-3 doing this. That's so cool. What a great plane for this. So we're coming up on Trago Castle, and then we're going to immediately turn right once we go over it. Immediately. Trago Castle should be right up ahead. Where are you? Where are you? Right there. Right there. An immediate right. It's a lot, and they go by quick. To do these properly, you'd want to break it up and use rotor wing so we could hover or even land at some of the more detailed areas. Yeah, I mean, that'd be very cool. Being able to land at some of those. Definitely. Okay, the next one is Pembridge Castle, slightly to the left. Pembridge Castle. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. It is not. It's right there. That's a good one. Look at this one. That's a good one. Good one. Okay, now we're going to go hard right to White Castle. That's what it says. It says WLS Point of Interest RB White Castle. And then after that, we're going to start making our way down to there's an inlet that we'll start making our way towards. So this is what we just did. We just followed that path there. Now we're going here to this castle here. Here. Then we'll turn left and we'll go to Pontypool Park, and then follow this all the way down into here. And then after that, we'll turn right and we'll check this out. And then that might be the end of it for tonight. I mean, look how much we didn't do. Look how much left there is. Are you kidding? Also, the cliffs of Dover look really, really good. They look really good. So this is something This is a pack that if you bought an airport, you only get it the times you fly out of that airport. But if you get something like this, you can do so many different kinds of flights in this area and see something. Now, you might not be looking for it, but I do recommend that you do something like this where you, if you do follow along, you have this readily available. I think, yeah, for $10, what a steal. Yes. Let's get lower. Yes. Okay, so here comes this White Castle. Let's see. Where are you? Where are you? I gotta get lower. Could that be it? No, it was right there. Oh, that one looks good. It was really hidden. It wasn't a White Castle. It was really hidden. But that was good too. Renaissance says, will this be available on Xbox? The only way is if they put it in the marketplace, right? They'd have to put it in the marketplace. I think the question is, are the Great Britain North and Great Britain Central on Xbox? Because those have been out already. If those are out, then this one would probably follow suit. This is already out. I don't know how long it's been out. Look at this one. That's generic buildings. They look good. Are any of Orbx's in-house stuff on the marketplace? You know what? Probably not. Now that you mention it, it's all part of Orbx Central. Their own third-party app. It's a good point. Dude, that DC-3 is awesome. Flying right behind. So cool. And we're going to have to get a little altitude. You know what, Jado? I was going to ask that. I'm glad you let me know. They added those KMZ files to each Central, North, and South. So for me, I would easily be interested in the North and Central as well. Checking right now, there are 22 products from Orbx on the marketplace under the World category. I love that, Salty and Bleeman, or Jado. I love that they did that. And I don't want to say that I was responsible for that, but somebody else can say it. No, I'm joking. Great Britain Central is there along with Great Britain North. There you go. It is on the marketplace, Renaissance. I would easily, and I like the way they bundle it. At least through the Orbx app, I like the way they bundle it. It gives people more incentive to grab all of them. For me, it's not as much about the points of interest as it is the Easter egg hunt. Trying to find them, seeing if you actually see them, because sometimes they're hidden, and just seeing what they look like. I think it's cool. Okay, coming up on it. This is Pontypool Park. Pontypool Park. It's a large park, but I wonder if there's only something specific, because the way the icon is, it's something more in the middle of the park. That's a good idea too, Renaissance. So let's see, you have a city here. You know what? Do you think it's that? It's probably that. Yeah, that's what it is. 'Cause that's way too detailed to not be. That's it. How about that? Now, what we are going to do is we're going to follow this, basically this city line. Like if you just follow this river, it'll go all the way down to the main water source, which I don't know what it is. And then we'll see some more down there. I was looking for the bundle on Orbx app, but can't find it. Does someone have a link? So here's the thing. If you click that, and I'll do it with you, down here on the right, they have the bundles, from what I can see. Complete your collection. So you can do south north for 15. Now that's an Australian. South central for 15. South central and north plus EGLC V2 for $49.75, or all of them for $29.34. And this one says 25% discount on 2 remaining products. So I wonder, is there a north central? I'm not seeing a north central bundle. I wonder if you click on either the north or central, if it gives you those options. Let's find out. So if I click on north, so now you can see south north bundle, south central north. So there isn't a north central bundle that I'm seeing. Look at all the lighthouses. Okay. So the first thing we're going to come up on is Rodney Parade. That's what it says, Rodney Parade. And it's going to be, I bet that stadium right there. Rodney Parade. I've never heard of a stadium called a parade, but that has got to be it right there. That's cool. Okay. Then the next one is the Newport Bridge, which is this one. That's cool, getting access to the bridges. Then you get the Transporter Bridge. I'm not going to try to fly under them. A lot of birds. That one looks cool. Now there is a chimney over there, and that is part of it. So it's actually, they're not going to count this one. I think this chimney, yeah, this chimney is not part of the pack. This might be part of We Love VFR, which is a free download. But this chimney is part of the bundle. And that's cool. Now, this ship is not part of the bundle. That's just parked here. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to follow this coastline down. Now, I am seeing some other points of interest. Must be maybe from a world update. We do have those over there, so we'll check those out too, but not part of this bundle. I finally shook you. Oh, that DC-3 had to be tough going through those S-curves. Salty says, this is so helpful for the UK, especially since there's a ton of great add-on airports in the UK too. Totally agree. I would fly here a lot having access to this stuff. Because it's so pretty too. I mean, look at it. So we're coming up on what do they call this area? What are we coming up on? It's Cardiff, but it's before Cardiff. Grangetown, Adamstown, Buttetown, Cardiff Bay, Port of Cardiff. So there's a lot to see coming up here. Where you see that, there's stuff up there that we'll check out. The bundle is $29.30. Is that for all three? So I think Jadot, you can see bundled price $14.67. You already own it, so it would be $29 for owning those two. So they will give you a discount if you purchase the bundled price. So because you already own one, $29 for the two. But that's $29 Australian. So $20 American. It's $10 each for the most part. Right? I think so. This is really cool. It's a lot of fun searching for these. If you didn't have this, if you didn't have what I'm doing right now where we're flying like this, I think it's much more difficult. Like, if you're just trying to fly around hoping you see something, it's not going to happen. You need to know where you're going. That's $29 for all three. Oh, $29 US for all three. Yes, like I was saying, they're each $10 each. So a little less than 10. That's right. It's not like a motorcycle track. What do you think they're doing there? Also looks like a rock quarry. Okay, so first things first, let's check out the points of interest that are actually in the sim. These might have been part of a world update, maybe World Update 3. I don't think I've seen these. Now there's that church. I wonder if that church, because we're flying over that church might be part of the bundle. That was right next to that. Like, I think that church was part of the bundle. Yeah, I think that was. That's a theater. The other point of interest, this is a theater. And then this says, I can't read it. I can't read it. Something Cardiff. Pierhead Cardiff, maybe? And then over here, cargo ship. This cargo ship is part of the pack. And this cargo ship is part of the pack. And then there is a crane. You can see the cranes that are over them. Those cranes are also part of the pack. So all of that in the water is part of the pack. Now, let's go in. So a couple different, you have a Cardiff Castle, Cardiff City Hall, a stadium, museum, National Museum, another stadium. So first things first, this stadium is not part of the pack. Jadot already got the bundle of all three. Nice, Jadot. I do think it's a good deal. So now Cardiff Castle, it must be this right here. Now that's cool. And then there's Cardiff City Hall. Like, these two buildings right here are part of the pack. Both of those. And that whole area looks so much better like that, right? Like, look at that with that castle and the two main buildings. Plus you have the stadium over there. Now that stadium is also part of the bundle. So you're looking at 4 locations in the bundle. That's the museum, then City Hall, Cardiff Castle, and then this says SWA-LEC Stadium. I don't know what SWA-LEC Stadium is, but that's the stadium. Now, let's go look at the other stadium. Slightly to the left. Is that it right there? I think that's it. Yeah, this one. Also part of the pack. That's great. Like, it makes this whole area so much better. I mean, you're really almost getting just a city pack. I mean, listen, we're only talking like 5 items, but they're big points of interest in that one area. All right, here's what we're going to do. As we finish up, I'm going to fly over to Cardiff Airport, and we're going to land at Cardiff Airport. There is a Porthcurry Viaduct right before the airport. That's EGFF. If you want to plug it into your computers, EGFF, and we'll land there. I'm just going to land there visually. I'll recap what we just did flight-wise when I'll pull up little nav map and you can see what we did flying. Just to give an idea. How about this Mooney? This thing did well tonight. It's a good plane. Okay. It's going to be coming up on our right. It is just off the coast ahead of us. It's runway 30. So we'll just be cutting northeast. So the last thing we're going to see for this right now is this Porthcurry Viaduct, and it's that right there. It's that right there. How cool. And then there's your runway.
What's your prediction?
Addiction?
Yes, prediction.
Pain.
We are coming in really hot, so I'm going to float for a while. A couple hops. It was nice. GG walk. So I'll pull in bring up the map and give you an idea of what we saw tonight in flying for about an hour in regards to the replayability you would get with this pack. That was good. A lot of good flying. Love seeing the DC-3s in the back. I would easily do this multiple times to check out other locations. Look, coasting in. Look at this. Engine off. Perfect. So, here's what we did tonight. We started up here and made our way all the way down. We went over here and back down. Now, so if I just measure distance as a straight line, that's 63 miles. Okay? Give or take going sideways. So maybe 80 miles or so. We saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Plus the viaduct, 27. We saw 27 out of 700. Right? That's crazy. This makes flying in the UK so much better. Yes. And I mean, we just did a straight line down. Like, we didn't even get around London. We didn't get Cliffs of Dover. We didn't get Northeast. Like, it was just crazy. Ace liked it. Nice. Easily would do that again. Easy would do it again. Very cool stuff. So, and that's just in the South, right? That's just the South. I mean, you could fly that a lot with South, Central, North, and not get tired of it. Very cool. All right, everybody. And you know what? It's 2:01 a.m. my time. So that's perfect. Next few Sundays when I can fly along. I don't know. It depends. The only reason I did it tonight is because I'm out of town the next 3 days. And I need to get this shown before I'm back. I wanted to go on and do them. I've been holding on to this one for a little while. Now that they've got where you can upload that into a little nav map, it's great. It's just really, really good. So, yeah, Renaissance. All right, well, listen, we're done. I hope you enjoyed it tonight. If you're interested in that, it's available. Let me do the link one more time. There you go. If you are interested, we definitely be flying that. I might create some routes for that Leeds Bradford as well, because I still have some fliggy bucks to spend. So, all right, everybody, thanks again. We are going to raid somebody. Remember, I'm not here tomorrow or Tuesday, but I'll be back on Wednesday, and Wednesday's going to be Skylines.
Making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes.
Wednesday will probably be Skylines because I'll be coming in from Montreal that night, and I won't have a lot of time to prepare, and it'll just be like, we're home and here we go, we're streaming. So you think Raven is about to hit the song part? Really? Is that true? Okay. Let me look. Is it really getting ready to happen? Okay. Oh my gosh, it is. Hold on. I need to raid Raven. I need to do this. It's perfect timing. Let's go say hi to Raven. Thanks again, everybody. Hope to see you all Wednesday night. Have a great day tomorrow. Night, everybody.
So she just got the tape player, and she's all, what did Ati pick out for me? A tango? Ah, a song from the old gods of Asgard. Wait, I know who that is. That's like one of my favorite bands. Well, it's a spin-off of one of my favorite bands. Oh, fuck yeah! I'm turning my volume up. Oh, fuck yeah!
Hello, hello.
Oh, fuck yeah, this is awesome.